Bam! We are recording, and everybody, and this time the recording will be saved. God damn, that pissed me off, man. We called that shit Armored Core stuff that last podcast, the episode that would just never be. I don't know what happened to the footage. So we are back again with another Let's Talk, and this time we're going to be doing a Game Awards recap. And yeah, I guess we're just going to do these for YouTube as a regular podcast instead of like live streaming or anything. So yeah, the Game
Probably do
Awards.
Friday nights.
Fuck, that was a lot of stuff happening at the Game Awards. That was
Yeah, I know.
woo.
I am honestly kind of surprised that God of War did not win. I mean, but they did get like a crap ton of awards for everything else.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's definitely uncensored. Yeah. It's remember what I said like halfway through? I'm like, okay, it's winning every other category. You watch it get snubbed for Game of the Year. And what the hell happened right there? It's like, oh, come on.
Yep.
Like, oh, jeez.
It was kind of a shocker when Elden Ring won, to be honest. The way everything was going.
Well, my thought process is on the Elden Ring and God of War. It's funny on Twitter they were congratulating each other, and there was a lot of like handshaking going on and everything. What was it? I think it was Santa Monica Studios first. They posted up. They're like, "Congrats to Elden Ring," and then Elden Ring was like, "It's great to be nominated alongside you, and we think your game is just as cool as what we did over here." I mean, do we really want to talk about there was one thing that happened during the ending. So you had to get going. And there was something that happened during I'm like, what the fuck does Bill Clinton have to do with any of this shit?
On. Thanks, guy. I'm quite sure everybody wanted to see that.
Let's see here. Yeah, this kid over here just ends up like crashing the Game Awards, talking about Bill Clinton or some shit. Miyazaki's over there like, what the hell is going on here?
Oh, so what that meme that's been going on?
Yeah,
on Facebook. It's like it looked like Miyazaki was like ready to beat him with the award.
So he got.
So it's like Dark Invader, Bill Clinton.
Yeah. He said something about a unorthodox rabbi, Bill Clinton, or something like that he looks up to, and so. There's the behind the story on this shit. We're not going to give him too much of a spotlight. We're gonna start talking about actual Game Award stuff. But basically, he got arrested, and kids out there use this as an example and what not to do at an award show. He snuck his way up on stage. Jeff was like looking over there, like that kid's not supposed to be there. They just let it fly. Basically, he was on InfoWars, and he also talked to Jason Schreier, and basically, he's just a little 15-year-old fucking prankster and whatnot, trying to make his way into the industry somehow. He's doing it the very wrong way of doing it. This is how you make enemies in the industry and get blacklisted. This is not how you make you get your foot in the door. Especially when it's Miyazaki-san. I do believe his title is Miyazaki-san. But yeah. So
yeah, definitely that picture. It looks like Miyazaki's ready. Like, who the dude, I'm gonna beat you in my award.
Yeah. and so he actually was texting people and literally he was like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and they're like, bro, this is why I hate bro culture so much, because they're like, bro, you're crazy, bro, don't you do it, bro, oh my gosh, you're doing it, bro. That was all the text messages. I sent them in the messenger there. It was like, what the fuck?
I can just see people editing this and like animating it, and Miyazaki just beat him over the head with the award.
Yeah. So Miyazaki is the final Elden Ring boss. Yes, that'd be.
Oh.
So the other like kind of controversial thing I would say that people are saying, but everybody's like, oh no, it's because the Activision Blizzard deal that they got going on with Microsoft. People are like, Activision Blizzard didn't show up to the Game Awards. I'm like, yeah, like they were there at the Game Awards. What the hell? they showed up. They had games on Game Pass that like as Dust Falls, Dune Spice Wars, Immortality, like all these games, Mel Hellsinger, they're all on
I'm
Game Pass.
surprised Hellsinger didn't get like the music one.
So I'm yes, and so for original score, absolutely, there's a bunch of like high profile artists that actually made songs specifically for Mel Hellsinger, and the way that they used all that in the game, I was just like, yeah, it kind of deserved it, in that aspect. I played the game. And the way that the tech side of everything that was happening with it, where the music is supposed to go along with the shooting mechanics and everything, that was a little weird. Like it was literally just a metronome that you're shooting along with. And if you don't stick with the metronome, you're not playing to the song. You're not playing to the music. You're playing to the tick 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 tick. That's the metronome going in the background, and you're trying to go boom boom boom, and like get your aim on and basically shoot everyone into the rhythm of it. On that part, I'm like,
Yes, and sadly,
but
yeah, I was
yeah,
watching over on Steam too, and hopefully it was in the thing. And no, I did check my email. I did not win,
but no,
which I am
I
sad.
told you you're not gonna win that. That was like, so yeah, we the Steam Deck. So I'm gonna go off from like the order of stuff that was shown here. So Vampire Saviors, I don't think either one was really curious too much about that one. Uh,
Really?
Street, what do you? If you do, let me know. I just didn't.
No, I don't even know what this Vampire Survivors
Okay,
is. So
so Street Fighter 6 trailer.
this guy.
Oh my god. Um, let's see here. How many views does it have already? 235,000. I thought it'd be more than that, in all honesty.
Dang it.
But holy shit. Street Fighter 6 getting a brand new trailer getting announced. We're going to Jamaican Man, and yeah, doing like, so this is like the three characters of the party pack. So what I wanted to actually do was look up like information and actually read into some of these games that got announced. So let me go Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 kicks off in June. So yeah, I said that a few months ago. I'm like, I bet you my money is gonna be like an April, June for Street Fighter 6, and then like we'll get some Resident Evil stuff before that, maybe. And then we're going to have, let's see here, Capcom's next thing is is the VR stuff, the VR2 for Resident Evil Village, I do believe, is the next thing from Capcom, because the PSVR 2 comes out in like a month or two.
Not to cut you off about this whole thing, your whole Street Fighter deal, because you went to VR thing, and I was like, that Behemoth game.
Yeah. We'll get to
That
it. We'll definitely
it's only gonna be on the.
on the Quest 2.
Okay.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. So World Tour itinerary. Oh shit, there's gonna be 3 different cities. Oh, that's actually really cool. Tour a few months ago. So World Tour is you take the crypt from MK11 and you make it to like a full on like actual like free roam environment. So not just like a theme park, but you are actually free roaming in the city. You're getting up Street Fighter points, and then you go through and you buy and you're customizing and upgrading your character in the city, in the world. So you're going through and you're actually doing like real fights and everything. It looks badass as all hell, with your own custom made characters. And then I guess they're gonna have you learn moves from the masters, which is like Ryu, Chun Li, Ken and all. Well, Ken's in hiding, but I think it's like Ryu, Chun, maybe Cammy or something like that. Avatar can throw a Hadouken, a Sonic Boom, Spinning Bird Kick, Yoga Flame. We can customize. Fuck. Wait, we can customize our own moveset too in this? Very cool. When you jump into a fight in World Tour, you may encounter more than one opponent, meaning fights a tad lopsided. Oh, fuck. You can get gangbanged on the street in this. Wow. Shit.
Huh.
Yes, so then it looks like there's also going to be like towers, kind of like Mortal Kombat. This feels like the most Mortal Kombat Street Fighter that we've ever had. You can fight alongside masters like Ryu, calling upon them in battle. So just like the tag thing there that we are doing in MK11. DJ was announced. He has dancing skills. Manon.
DJ's been around for like what was it, Street Fighter 2 Turbo?
Yeah. I'm surprised you know that. Good shit. Bonus points over here for the.
I played the OGs.
All right. Bonus points. I like it. I played a little bit of the OG games. I didn't play a whole lot. I played probably more on stream than JP, head of an international NGO response for investment pride and the man behind present prosperity, beloved cat Sybil. Huh. So this guy looks like he's going to be the what the hell's the guy's name? The black dude with the dog there on Tekken 7.
Oh.
So yeah, 3 different editions.
7 I played.
3 different editions that they got going on here. A season pass, and you get some colors for some outfits. I'm like, I don't know. I'd much rather see if the game just works. I think I'd probably June 2nd, hard release date we got going on with this. That's cool. I don't think it's going to be subject to change, but what I do think is we're probably going to have a second beta, and then we'll probably have an open beta. Second beta has already been announced, and it's still a closed beta, so I already signed up for the code. Hopefully I can have it on my stream. The third beta, if they do a third beta and it's open, that's my big brain theory that they're going to do. I say you download it on the computer and we try cross platform running on it just to see how well it works, because Street Fighter 5 had some problems with crossplay, so this would be a really good one to test out on Street Fighter 6.
I mean, to be all honest, Street Fighter really isn't too much of my jam. You probably have a better chance with Tekken. Even that would be kind of a bit of a long shot, because Mortal Kombat was fun. It's just like, I would get it, and I'd probably just be playing through the story and stuff. I probably wouldn't do many online matches.
In all honesty, that's why the world mode is there. Is to bring in people that don't want to do, because when Street Fighter 5 launched, when Street Fighter 5 launched, it was just multiplayer. There was no story mode. Like, they launched it as just an esports game straight up with like the Capcom World Cup and everything built into it. And then because outrage of the fans, they're like, all right, we'll add a story mode into it. But yeah, Street Fighter, it's looking the best it's ever looked. They are definitely using the RE engine with it, which you know how good that scales and how good that looks and everything. Especially on the PC, it runs really, really good, really, really smooth. So let's see here. What's next up on the list? Hellboy. This one.
So long. What? Hellboy?
Yeah, so Hellboy.
I must have missed that.
This is a very interesting one, actually. So this is like a Soulsy Hellboy game. I'm just like, holy shit. It's all in comic book looking form. It takes them a while to actually get going with the combat, but yeah, like Hellboy, straight up like comic book looking, and then all of a sudden you do like this lock on, you start beating the shit out of the werewolf. I'm like, shit, this actually looks. I think they might need to tone down just the hit spark on it a little bit, because that bright white flash, that's a little strong. But yeah, you can definitely do. I guess you can do like finishers and shit in it too. I'm just like, damn, that's actually it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like the look of that. A Soulsy Hellboy.
It's just on console.
Let's see here. Lance Reddick. So the dude that played Wesker in the Resident Evil show. Yeah. Of Destiny, John Wick fame, provide the voice of Hellboy. It's worth noting that the developers, aforementioned last title, happened to star Ron Perlman. Okay. It'll be available on everything. Yep.
Okay.
So consoles to PC and Switch. That's let's see here. Among Us.
Who cares about Among Us?
Chris Judge, Al Pacino. That was very cool seeing that. Chris Judge had a great speech. It was a little long, but it was great though. Just everything that, especially if you know his backstory and all the stuff that he's been sharing on Twitter of like, he had a very rough upbringing where he just did not get along with his father. And, I don't know much about his mother, but he was just like, he was talking about how much of like his upbringing where his father just like really wasn't there so much, and then he didn't really. It was like he's halfway wanted to connect to his father, but he just didn't know how to. And then as they got older, like they started to connect a little bit more and everything. And so he like brought all that into God of War Ragnarok. I can't talk too much about God of War Ragnarok because Frostbite hasn't played through it or anything.
Can't play it.
But yeah, it's just like you see his speech and you see
It was on a
everybody
PC.
that worked on the game and everything. Santa Monica Studio is just like there's a good group. It's just like Naughty Dog. Also, it's like it. I don't know much about Insomniac as much as I do know they have like Sony has like this triple all-star teams of like really good professional, high grade, just production teams. Okay, Hades getting a sequel. That one's interesting. I called it like 2 seconds and
Yes,
I'm like, I know
that was very interesting.
I know this song. Like, holy shit, that's the theme song to Hades right there. More Hades is a good thing. It's going to be more of like the whole Olympian gods and all that fighting it out. This is the first time that Supergiant's ever done a sequel. They've every single game that they do a one-off and then they go on to the next project and they do something different. So them doing a sequel that just you can either look at it like they are selling out to try and make more money, or you can look at it as, oh shit, they have a good winning formula and they're going with it. Big shout out. I always have to shout out No Clip. They if hopefully they'll do another one, but they have a whole series of Hades behind the scenes videos and post launch stuff. So when they're going through making the DLCs and the updates and everything, and they actually showed No Clip of like, okay, here's what we look at when we're checking out, what's the fan response on this? How do they figure out what is the true fan response? What is the trolls? What is just people just complaining because they got their ass kicked? And they're kind of going through all that stuff to like figuring out everything. It's a very cool thing seeing the No Clip stuff. But yeah, like I said, it looks very much okay. There's your final boss fight. So Zeus is tied up like fucking America in Elden Ring. This is gonna be your final boss fight right here. I guarantee. Where is it? Right there. I mean, it's set up exactly like the Zeus fight. What else we got?
Zeus. Hades.
Oh, Hades fight. Sorry.
Ow.
Yeah. Okay, Judas, another very interesting one. So Ken Levine has a brand new studio.
Very interesting.
Ghost Story Games. So Ken Levine is the brains behind BioShock. And yeah, familiar disorienting themes. Yeah, it felt like BioShock, like a spiritual successor to BioShock. He couldn't make the BioShock he wanted to, so he went and made his own studio, and instead, and now it's a BioShock, basically. I do believe Microsoft owns the rights to BioShock, so that might be a part of the reason why I can't remember actually for sure.
I was gonna say I can look it up and you can keep going.
No, 2K owns it, so it's Take-Two that owns it. So he must have had falling out with Take-Two, went and made his own studio, and there you go. Disintegrated starship, a desperate escape plan. You are the mysterious and troubled Juice. Your only hope for survival is to make or break alliances with your worst enemies. Will you work together to fix what you broke, or will you leave it to burn? So dialogue system and
choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Yeah. With
good ending, bad ending.
A BioShock game would choose your own adventure. That's kind of cool.
Or in between ending.
I'd take that. I'd check that out. Choose your own adventure, BioShock. Why not? Let's see here. Destiny 2 getting trailer. I don't think either one of us. Let's see here. Okay. Rocksteady Suicide Squad game. We've got to talk about that one. So Kevin Conroy's one last ride as Batman. When I heard that voice, I was like, so this is, I'm guessing this is the reason why he wasn't in Gotham Knights. And it would have been, to me, my personal opinion, I think Gotham Knights would have been a very fitting finale, because it's like Batman sacrificing himself and, okay, I am going to hand off the mantle to everyone else. that would have been so fitting for Kevin Conroy to do one last ride as Batman in that situation. But evil ass Batman, Kevin Conroy having fun just killing everyone. You don't get that much of Batman. Batman actually snapping necks and stuff. Okay. And I think
Yeah, that's definitely a darker side of Batman.
I mean, okay, so there is one part of everybody's gonna be like, well, Batman's fucking, throwing people off from the rooftops and everything before. Sure. But he's never actually been like canonically evil. Even in Injustice, with NRS's Injustice, he was
he's
the
never
good
been
guy.
like an anti-hero.
Yeah, like Superman was the fucking the guy that was killing everybody and ripping Joker's heart out of his chest and everything like that. They always make Superman the bad guy. So, if anybody is like wondering, what Batman would be like if he went evil, here's your shot. And of course, it's the Suicide Squad, so you're gonna have so much comedy, so much just craziness happening. Harley Quinn. I don't know who is voicing Harley Quinn. I think it might be, oh geez, what the hell's her name? The one that always voices Harley Quinn. I can't think of her name off the top of my head. But King Shark, I know that's actually Samoa Joe. And for all the wrestling fans out there, you know who Samoa Joe is. Take on the game between 1 to 4 player co-op with the option to switch unused characters throughout each mission. Your squad mates will simply get taken over by AI when you are a friend or are in control.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of like Gotham Knights actually is Suicide Squad happening. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This is going to be pretty cool, and so it's the sequel. The sequel to Fallen Order is Survivor. Is there any information in here? Once again, cast the Jedi now officially no longer a Padawan. That's a long title. Cal. I just know him as Carrot Boy from Shameless. Like I can never get that out of my head. I watched too many seasons of Shameless.
I said it when we were watching the awards, and I'll say it again in the trailer there when he like grabs up the stormtrooper and starts murdering all the other stormtroopers with it. It's like, that's not right. Stormtroopers don't hit what they're aiming at.
He used the Force though, and it would have been. It's probably going to be funny as all hell the first time you pick them up. It's probably going to like shoot all over the place, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like they really should.
That's how I want it.
God damn it.
That's realistic.
At least there's a shield on the end of this gun. So roughly 5 years after the events of Fallen Order, playing on a similar chronological timeline as the Disney Plus show Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, okay. This has spurred no shortage of fan speculation. The antagonists of Obi-Wan are Inquisitors. That is very true. A contingent of Sith fanatics who appear as high-level bosses throughout Fallen Order. Yeah. So the same ones that Obi-Wan is taking on in the show is the same ones that were in Fallen Order. So technically it's, I mean, of course.
Show, so I have no idea.
Obi-Wan was pretty good. There was a lot of people who are like, it's Star Wars. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, motherfucker, it's Obi-Wan. And like the point where Obi-Wan talks to Anakin, it was like, holy shit. Like that would, if you watch the prequels at all, it's like it gives you fucking goosebumps off from that stuff of like, oh shit, this actually happened. Gameplay looks similar to Souls inspired third party new looking additions. You can glide using pterodactyl creature. Yep. Kill animations seem to have received a serious upgrade. Because there was like 3 or 4 different like kill animations, and you just kind of cycled through them in Fallen Order.
Yeah.
And there was no gliding; you just died. So it also definitely felt like it was a lot more like open world too. What we were seeing.
Could be.
This whole tank scene right here is very reminiscent of the Star Wars Force Unleashed. The evil ass what's his name?
It's been so long.
That. So we're gonna have some major boss fights. So I was looking for the gameplay, like when they're actually doing. This is all in game. It looks like shit. Co-op moves. It's funny. Kratos is doing that same thing of where he whips his axe and it spins around and knocks a bunch of fucking people down and whatnot. Like, I feel like this guy is gonna be like Kylo Ren. This is gonna be the Kylo Ren. I'm gonna hate him.
Well, he's sitting there talking like, okay, here's the dude and there's the bounty hunter dude. So he's obviously probably the bad guy.
The hilt, the cross hilt. Oh shit! So now you can fuck up your wrist while you're using the cross hilt. Yeah. Yeah. That'll definitely be a launch night for me. I'm also very curious to see what the customizations are going to be like for the lightsaber and everything. Since they take all the stuff from Galaxy's Edge and put it into the game. I don't.
Okay.
I don't know if there is too much updated hilts and everything from Galaxy's Edge to put into it, but maybe they might just make their own stuff up, or God forbid they give us different more colors for the kyber crystals, so we can have different lightsaber colors and everything. And also, he's not wearing. That was actually his outfit is way better. He doesn't look like a rip off of like the Red Dead Redemption Marston there, walking around with the damn thing. He's a space cowboy. Okay. Bayonetta's going wild over everything. It is a Switch game though.
Yeah, not really. It doesn't really grab my attention. I mean, it's interesting, but at the same time, it's just like, it's on Switch.
I think I'm more like you would think for me, especially with my pedigree, I would be more excited for Bayonetta stuff. I think I'm still just like I just want to see the ladies of Devil May Cry get like a DLC. You know, like give them like maybe a crossover game or something. Like give me fucking Trish and Lady in their own game instead of. There's so many people calling for that too. Okay. Fans felt about the ending of the game by saying that Bayonetta's 4 story will be unexpected development for everyone, including those disappointed players. Kamiya was referring to Bayonetta Origins with those comments, or as yet announced or as a yet unannounced follow up to Bayonetta 3. This is Ceresa, so that's. I was just thinking Jennifer Hale, because Jennifer Hale took over Bayonetta from Helena Taylor after all that stuff went down. That's the reason. So Jennifer Hale is not part of this game because it's young Ceresa. It's not Bayonetta technically. Yeah. Let's see here. Death Stranding 2. Holy shit, this is a whole can of worms.
Yeah.
Okay, so first up, is there any? Let's see here. Yeah, bring Elle Fanning and the pictures that they keep posting of all their faces and everything that Kojima keeps posting up. That's crazy. We had Kojima and fucking like Miyazaki and Kojima in the same fucking building last night. Like, holy shit, man! Wow.
Oh, and we had Yoshi. Yoshi was in there too.
Yeah, Yoshi also showed up, and then also we had Bowser and Reggie in the same place at the same time. The only people that didn't show up was Sony. It's like, God damn it, Phil Spencer was there. I mean, where's Major Nelson? God, we gotta bring him in. Fucking
Xbox was just like, nah.
Al Pacino, and like. I'm just like, shit, man. Everybody I grew up like, seeing and watching, hearing about is here tonight. So let's see here. It differs from the original Death Stranding. I can't really be specific right now, but I put a lot of things inside the trailer, so I want you guys to talk about it and find more details in it. Yeah. So it's
people are probably going through this and just like going through every little bit with a fine-tooth comb.
Okay, here we go.
On YouTube by now.
Oh, you better believe it. So the last thing I heard was he was making a space game. So I guess this is the space game that he was. But there's another space game where it's like a little girl floating up into space. I thought that was Kojima's game. Maybe it's another one.
Lou was the girl, short for Louise.
Wow.
Was the BB in the tank from the first one.
So they landed on the moon, and that baby looks more realistic than the realistic baby does. Wow. So they actually let her keep her regular hair. Because yeah, Leia it is. Um,
She had short. I think she had short hair in the first one.
well, it was very like
first one,
swept
too.
back, and I think it was a little bit longer, but this is like her actual, and it was
Okay.
also pure like white, if I remember right.
Don't know.
I can't remember now. I'm pretty sure it was like pure white and it was like swept back. It was like fucking greased back. So Kojima's just like, okay, you guys have been through some shit. You can have your actual, because this is like her regular hairdo. It's funny because she was just in. She's actually James Bond's baby mama in No Time to Die. She had the Bond's kid. So so the real lore, the real lore of this is so okay, I got the real lore. So this is James Bond's kid. This is 002. And she escaped to space, and now Kojima got the rights to the next James Bond thing, and it's actually a game. It's not even a movie. Okay, we're gonna so Norman Reedus is the new James Bond. You didn't see that one coming. Okay, and Daniel Craig showed up at the Game Awards to pass off the torch to to Norman Reedus, and there's a bunch of the space goop that's going to end up happening because we can't have Death Stranding without space goop. There's no goop in this. So
there was goop.
Is there goop?
Towards the end, where they were like, yeah, they were raising the big spaceship.
Oh yeah. There is goop. Yes, the big spaceship. So see, James Bond's baby mama is a biker mama. See, we got the whole thing. It's all coming around in a circle. This looks great, by the way. I know I am messing around and everything, but this looks fucking awesome. So yes, Higgs is back.
At least we're gonna have to run around with the BB in the tank and like.
So there's a lot of speculation. Do we play as Sam or do we play as Fragile? That's the big speculation right now, and we don't.
There might be a choice.
We don't really. That would be actually pretty cool. You can flip between the two characters, and then everybody's gonna be like co-op. Give me co-op. The first one kind of was starting to have co-op. I think they just couldn't get it done in time. This one could very well be like a co-op.
The concept behind what they did with the first one was really interesting, where everybody was in a different like servers.
Hey,
but you didn't interact with anybody other than through the hey, what's your name? You know.
And then all of a sudden he just goes bloop and he poops out fucking. So you could either piss all over the place and create a mushroom, or you could poop out fucking ammo for somebody to pick up or whatever. I was just like, okay, right. Yeah. Norman Reedus poops out supplies.
You can build stuff, or you can help other people build stuff up.
So yeah, the whole BB thing. Oh yeah, it is goop. Yes. So then she dies, and she is like I'd have to play back through Death Stranding to remember exactly what the fuck the lore is with Fragile, but it looks like she was also like UPS delivery girl herself over here.
The bad guy made her plant bombs where the big crater is.
All right. Okay.
The one city that's completely
because she can do all the she can do all the respawning stranding stuff, so she's definitely like connected to all that.
Yeah, see, there's your goop. Big old like a goop. Comes the ship.
I'm wondering if this is gonna be like a mobile base of some kind. It is Sam Bridges, and all that. So a mobile base. This is Kojima's doing the Final Fantasy thing right here. This is your mobile base instead of being an airship. It's just like everybody just jumps up here and they go from location to location, and then you stop at one of these little command centers, and this is how you recharge it and everything. It goes into the goop.
You get the goop, and the goop recharges it. Yep. That's how it works.
I wonder if Sam becomes one with the
technology.
What if Sam becomes one with the goop and the BB starts getting older and they train the BB to use the goop, and then the BB's all like the goop master.
Exactly.
The baby came from Goop and now
And
is a Goop
that,
master.
that's what it ties. And so that ties over to Resident Evil 8 with Rose and.
Ah, see, it was a baptism by Goop, and now just like Rose had, she was baptized by the Goop. Also, although she was also chopped up into little bits and all that. But yeah, we won't go there. Oh, this is a flowing ship. Oh fuck, this is a flowing ship.
Oh shit.
Whoa, I didn't notice that. Norman Reedus looking all old and shit. And then Troy Baker doing his best impression of. So this is a brand new suit. It's a tentacle thing for instead of it being like the. So they're making some new fucking tech in the background. So
Troy's gonna be like the villain and he wears a mask again.
Well, yeah, this is Troy. This is totally Troy right here.
Wait,
jamming out
on
futuristic guitar.
You got a Rose right there. See like the squigglies and stuff inside of the suit.
Oh,
like
he's
wormies.
What the fuck? He's Oh shit! It's the
that's probably the part
tentacle porn.
Tentacle.
Yeah. Hentai. I mean, it's tentacles.
He's the hentai master.
No. I know of it. I'm just like, why are furries into this shit?
Hey, hold on. Hey, dude, they're moving around in there. Ooh.
It's totally Norman right
we
there.
Have connected?
See, and then the baby turns into so the BB has got the possession over the Goop and stuff, and now the BB is turning into tentacle stuff, and this is getting weird, Kojima. Let's go. Let's fucking go. It's just like the first trailer all over again.
Japan.
Yeah. So this one, the minds behind Dead Space and Call of Duty. I would like to know which minds that is. Which minds are we talking about here? One time I was reviewing a level, working on it was a very standard Call of Duty level. Robins to a polygon, and I remember thinking it'd be cool instead of a helicopter that it was a dragon. Instead of an RPG rounds blowing up walls, it was fireballs. Okay. Robins. Who is talking in this interview? It's, Brett Robbins. I don't know who that is. Okay. I don't know. This where that game idea stuck. Eventually left Call of Duty studio Sledgehammer. Oh, okay. So he's part of Sledgehammer team.
We have to speed this up a little bit.
I'm
running out of time.
What time is it? Ah, fuck.
12 after. We haven't got to the good one.
Oh God. So Doom, Celeste, Nightingale, that's whatever. Tekken 8 is pretty cool. Diablo 4 is being made by this former dude that made Gears of War. Horizon Forbidden West DLC. I'm actually kind of curious on that. Oh yeah, in LA. Yeah, they talked about it. Capitol Records building? Oh yes. That's actually that's kind of awesome. Correct. An earlier version of the story indicated Shore's expansion was coming to PS4. It's only PS5. Is it not PC also? I thought they would have it on PC also.
It's on PC.
Forbidden West is Forbidden West is not on PC. That's right too. The first game is only on PC. Space Marines. This Transformers game looks kind of crazy also with the first person Transformers stuff, but it's also like an MMO or not an MMO. It's an online shooter. It's a 4-player online action game for 1 to 4 players. Oh, so it's a co-op experience. Oh.
Okay, co-op I can do.
With a closed beta plan for next year. Okay, that's got my interest more. That's kind of cool.
The Bon Jovi cover.
Yeah.
And Crash, which you were like horribly devastated by.
Well, this is actually
I wasn't there for your reaction, but I'm quite sure you were like, "Oh my god, Crash!" And
so this hits for a couple different reasons.
Thing.
So this is it's so as you know, Microsoft is buying Activision Blizzard, and what did I already say multiple times to different people? Okay, so first of all, the original studios that made both Crash and Spyro remasters, they have been put on Call of Duty. They are not making Crash and Spyro anymore. This is going to be a third team. I do believe Activision and Toys for Bob will release. Okay, so it's like Skeleton Crew from Toys for Bob or something. It's not that's not the original Toys for Bob team because everybody who worked at Toys for Bob got transitioned over to Call of Duty. So they must have made another version of the team or something. It will feature online. Yeah, so this is basically Crash Bash. That's what this is. The reason why it pisses me off in multiple different ways is because this is the first of Microsoft taking one of Activision Blizzard's titles and licenses and going, okay, what is this thing trying to sell right here? This ain't trying to sell Crash Bandicoot. This is trying to sell Game Pass. Well, come subscribe to Game Pass, you get a Crash Bash fucking ripoff. No, we all wanted to see Crash Bandicoot in a fucking, linear level based design thing, and Spyro give him a new adventure where he's like traveling around grabbing gems and everything, and dragon eggs or where the hell. Is it so fucking hard to do that? It must be because this is like the fourth time that both of these series have been put into like Mario Party mode. And that's what pisses me off so much is that I know that this is all we're going to see from Crash and Spyro now. I guarantee you, Spyro is going to be a DLC for this game, and we're never going to see Spyro 4, where they were already working on it. And that pisses me off so badly. But that's, like I said, we're going to see the same thing happen with Call of Duty. We're going to see the same thing happen with what's the other one? Like League of Legends, and League of Legends is kind of already there, but World of Warcraft especially, we're going to see that shit be made for PC Game Pass. And anything new that comes out, expansion pack wise or whatever, that's what it's going to end up being. Lords of the Fallen, it's a reboot of the first game. Wow. Okay.
It looked pretty good. Hopefully do something good with it.
Let's see here. How many?
So much to cover here.
I know.
This might have to be a two-parter.
Jeez. Okay. So, From Software, we'll get into this real quick here. So, Armored Core, my God, we were talking about this, and I just when they said the Cinder Sunder, whatever the hell it was, the Embers of a Sunder or whatever, I'm like, oh fuck, we're going to see. I thought maybe this was the Shattering War for a second. That's what my brain was going to. Like, this is what happened where the whole land just got scorched. And then, I thought we were going to be seeing like raw coming out of the forest and all that. I'm like, huh. Okay, so everything just scorched out for the war. I mean, doesn't it kind of looks like Elden Ring in a sense. So I guess this is a solar flare or something happening.
I'm guessing so.
That's what I'm getting off from it. It's like a solar flare that damn near wiped out humanity. And the only people that were saved were people having sex inside the robots. So we have bubble shields. We have big explosions.
That's new.
We have definitely. I mean,
big
this
old shotgun.
The details on all this shit.
EMP.
Holy fuck! The details on this. God damn.
I know, that's just cutscenes.
Yeah.
The gameplay.
I mean,
especially the tech nowadays.
The way we're going, this could be in-game cutscenes. If this is Unreal Engine 5, this very well could be in-game cutscenes. Like, the game might actually look this good if it's Unreal Engine.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, my jaw kind of hit the floor when
the scale of the fights and everything in this. I'm just like, damn, man. Again, if it's just robots running around shooting at each other, I don't think I care as much. If they can mix together like Souls combat with a couple missiles here and there and make it somehow Souls core robot born whatever, let's see what we got here. So, is being jointly developed by FromSoft and Bandai according to a new release. So yeah, this is FromSoft's big fucking title then that they're working on. Made clear that new Armored Core is action focused with groundbreaking gameplay found in developers' recent action games. Players will be able to freely move through massive three-dimensional environments with rapid maneuverability while experiencing visual vehicular combat. It's like Dark Souls and Elden Ring combined. Okay, you get my interest. You get me peaked here. The chub is starting. Says it will deliver challenging and memorable battles, along with a fulfilling progression system and deep gameplay. All right, so we're gonna have a little bit of a grindy. Yes. All of it now powered by assembling mechs and going into combat with massive bosses. Ah, yeah. Oh.
He's over there doing that freaking what is it? The McMahon meme. Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Players will recognize a sense of satisfaction and achievement when they overcome a difficult situation and relish momentary victory and perhaps a boost to their standing. Yep. My standing has been boosted. Before encountering the next challenge, before From Software made its name with Dark Souls, which spawned a genre, and the massively successful Elden Ring, that followed, it was known for making the third-person mech shooter Armored Core. The series once saw multiple releases in a year, where they milked the shit out of the series, and nobody gave a shit anymore. We haven't seen an Armored Core game since 2013. Verdict Day hit PS3 360. The news of a possible Armored Core sequel leaked ahead of today's announcements back in January. We were going to do a podcast on that and be like, what if the footage got lost? I apologize on that. It pisses me off if it happened.
I'm upset too now because it happened. And
I know.
You just immediately deleted it. I think he just threw it out the window because he was like, "No, they're doing something else." Or he saw this stuff. He's like, "Ha, they are gonna do." Or so I'm just gonna.
I wanted this out the window. In all honesty, I wanted it up just to be like, "Ha, we called it," and then I don't know what the hell happened. I think it was I didn't actually click record, because if I had the video file, it would have gotten remuxed and I would have been in my fucking folder. Well, you kept getting up and walking away, then I had to keep getting up and walking away, and then by the time we sat down to do it, we just started talking, and
stream fail.
Yeah, exactly. So the user said they
stream failed to record.
Let's see real quick. Let's just see. Let's just do an Armored Core search real quick to see if anybody's got any other information. Has there been any like PlayStation blogs on it or anything? We can check the wiki real quick. IGN, The Gamer, Forbes. No PlayStation blog on it. I'm surprised.
Probably because they're keeping this shit on lock. Just like Kojima's, just like, nope.
2019. So we'll end up definitely having a, oops, that's not, let's see here. Fires of Rubicon. Oh, there's not much information at all.
Donate $2 to Wikipedia.
Shit. Yeah, I don't. We're not getting much from this either of like exactly. So it looks like you might have smaller.
Possibly a solar flare one. Oh my god, it's probably going based off the old Armored Core.
Exactly what I was sitting there saying of like, let's.
I'm trying to remember. It's so long since I played Armored Core. 20, almost 10 years ago, guys.
What the fuck? Vadi Video is going to be covering Armored Core games. Put that in, like, what? Think about that for a second.
Yep. Oh, yes.
Ooh.
It is so fucking on my end.
Oh. He said most of us were watching the Game Awards asking ourselves, what is Armored Core? Like, what the hell is that? Like, people don't even remember it at all. What? My biggest...
okay. The newer generation I can understand because they all grew up playing Dark Souls and stuff, so that's what they know from Zaw 4.
Yes. This is my memory. Yes, this is the demo disc that came with my PS1. This is all my whole memory of Armored Core. So you came in here, you typed in your name, and then this popped up, and then you could like just flipped between a couple heads and whatnot. I got bored with this demo. I never bought the game. And then the biggest thing that I loved in it was you could go into the garage or something and you could actually like paint pixely fucking pictures in the garage. But this was my introduction to Armored Core. Armored Core 1 on the PS1. And I was just like, okay, like I thought this was kind of cool, but the controls were fucking shit on it. That was I just remember that being a very big. I'm like, how the fuck do you control this game? And then replaying the demo like 6-7 different times over again, being like, I don't know what I'm like. This is kind of cool, but just trying to like aim and side strafe and everything else because there was no lock on back then. You had to manually aim everything, and you had a goddamn PS1 controller in your hands. It was like, oh god, no, why? But yeah, that's my history with Armored Core is that there. So
Sure.
I'm if we have like little bot dudes like this that you can like shimmy around and everything, and then also we have like the super giant tanks like this. I'm really cool with that. Be able to customize your have different class systems. So heavy tank, smaller tank. Just like
Oh
it's
no, what it comes down to basically it's how you set up the build. You can go from a really light on your real light one where you use a lot of lighter weaponry to the massive hulking thing with the tank treads and the heavy armament.
you just explained Dark
And
Souls
heavy
also.
shield.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
I think that's how Dark Souls got its thing was from Armored
Yeah,
Core.
yeah. All the class system and everything.
Like how you can. It's not even really a class. It's literally how you build
Well,
your
yeah,
mech.
yeah. Your heavy build, your light build. Sorry, every game calls it a
Exactly.
class
'Cause
now. It's
Souls,
like shit.
yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. Same thing with Souls. Like you pick your pyromancer class, but then you can build it into some great sword, great shield wielding, fireballing freaking face tank.
Yeah. So yeah, again, it's kind of the Anthem vibe of having different things that the different tool for the different job and whatnot. Because Anthem had like a heavy suit and they had like the lighter suit and all that stuff. Armored.
I like that right there. That whole.
I feel like this is gonna be a
deal
boss
right there,
fight.
like a pneumatic. Well, that's could be that whole pneumatic spike he's got there. You can see like he's like pulling it out of the other mech, and it's got oil dripping off of it or whatever. Some kind of fluid.
Where it just reminds me of CNET or not CNET, Skynet. It just reminds me of like Terminator type of shit right here, where it's like you are not robot, I will destroy you.
That's the thing. They're not AI. They are actually people driving those things.
So there's going to be like the armed forces versus. So it's basically America's in one tank and Russians are in the other tank, and it's Russian hackers versus America's elite, and that's.
So, I could go on about AC forever, but I'm gonna cut here. But essentially, what it was is you're working for different corporations. You're a mercenary, and you're working for different corporations. So you can be like, oh, this corporation's got this job, and they're gonna pay me this, or they're gonna give me the shiny for doing this job. Money, shiny.
Which is again like how they're good. So it's gonna need a big ass story. It's gonna need the choices of like being able to kill everyone or not. It's gonna it needs to be a Souls game. In all honesty, like Elden Ring, especially now, Elden Ring just won Game of the Year. I think the reason why Miyazaki also is saying that, like, I don't know what made Elden Ring so successful. He's saying that so he can start working on something like an Armored Core. It's like, it's not the blood, it's not the guts, it's not the glory.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it's From Software doing what we love to do. And I think that's really keeping him out of the pigeonhole of like, it has to be sword fighting or whatever. So, yeah, Armored Core. We'll see what ends up being. We'll probably have a beta sooner or later where we can get hands on with it. Whether it's PC or PlayStation only, I don't know. But just like Elden Ring had its network tests, we'll probably end up seeing that for from Armored Core, because that's what From Software does. They always do that.
We've been going for probably about an hour now.
Yeah, about 50 minutes.
You're close to.
So yeah, we'll probably do. We'll make like a smaller part
2.
Yeah, part 2 on this. With Final Fantasy 16, maybe a little bit of the Cyberpunk DLC, and then just talk about the actual like we went on a little bit of a thing about the actual like game of the year stuff itself. To me, actually, I'll just we'll end it with the game of the year thing itself. To me, it's like Elden Ring made everybody get good and made the players upgrade themselves skills wise. God of War, it just did stuff that Elden Ring didn't do. And it told a very cinematic story. So like it really takes both of those games to make the perfect game, but they did their own thing in their own ways to perfection themselves. So I think both of them are game of the year. In all honesty, it's just for different
Okay.
reasons. So. But Elden Ring, the whole industry shut down when Elden Ring came out. No matter what platform you were on, God of War, it was more of a PlayStation thing. So sure, in that sense, Elden Ring wins it. All right. Um, so yeah, I think that will end part one of the Game Awards recap, and we'll come back probably do another little part two. There isn't a whole hell of a lot of information I don't think out there on everything other than like maybe PlayStation blog stuff. So we're waiting for 2023
Yeah.
to land, and then some stuff will be out in 2024. Also, it looks like your wallets are going to get hit big time. I can guarantee you right now, though, some of the games are going to be great. You're going to want to buy them day one. Some of them are going to be shit, and you're going to probably just pass on them. And then there's other ones that are going to be pushed even farther back, and they won't come out until 2024. So if you're having that worry, just know that yeah. Well, Final Fantasy 16, we'll see, we'll see. They have to come out with FF16 at this point, though. It's been pushed back three different times, I do believe. So it's
Hey, they got the next chapter 7 remake coming around the
yeah,
corner, and
and
then we got this
that's
Crisis Core reunion dish that kind of like
so Crisis Core Reunion
you're like,
is
here you go, guys. Here's something to hold you over.
exactly Crisis Core. It's weird because Crisis Core is straight up just a remaster where the remakes are retelling and adding new story to the whole universe. So it's like it
Well, if they're doing what I think they're doing with it, like that's a whole another
well
whole nother video.
we'll keep that as a cliffhanger for part two. Is we'll start off with Final Fantasy discussion.
Okay,
So, yeah, that's
all right.
that's going to wrap it up for this one. It was fun to recap and everything. We had a lot of good moments. If you want to see the full stream replay, uncut and uncensored, check out my YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. If you like the reactions over there. And the whole stream replay is up in the live section. I'm not going to edit it like I usually do. You can see it over there. It just saves me a whole lot of work. And we'll be back with part two very soon. And hopefully we'll be jumping into some Fortnite and so other stuff very soon also. So that's,
Oh boy.
you got anything to promote there?
Just that I'm probably gonna start throwing some videos up soon. I haven't sat down and figured out what I'm gonna start with. 'Cause I got so much stuff coming out, like High on Life or something like that. That one kind
Oh,
of the Rick and
God.
Morty
Oh,
one. That would just looks hilarious to run through. Um,
that's his thing.
uh, I mean, I could start with Evil West or something. I don't know. I gotta go through what I've got and see.
He's in the
Gotta go back
playing
to
stages.
the log. Yeah, I gotta go back to my game log and see like what was I playing before that I just totally dipped on,
Hmm.
and people are probably like, I want to see more of that. So I'm
And
working on it. I got like another little co-stream thing that might be going on for a little game called Scrap Mechanic. Um, got another friend we're gonna be playing that. Hopefully, if we can figure out date and times to run through it. Um, Other than that, I mean, obviously, probably going to see me and Wolf doing some running through the battle passes on COD and Fortnite.
yep.
That's about maybe if I can talk into it, we'll check out that new raid that's going to be coming over to COD.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely. I was already
Okay.
looking at seeing. It looks like they're going to give us the unmasked version of the characters. I'm like, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So I'll be right.
So
That's
forward that what is that the 14th that drops?
Oh God, is it the
So probably
14th?
that weekend.
Oh no, something else drops on the 14th also. This just it's just
12th
everything.
is 12th is Final Fantasy.
um,
I'll look it up. I'll get back to you with it. But yeah, I gotta start getting ready to
yeah,
wrap up.
we'll end up like I'll probably end up streaming the raid stuff and everything. And also the DMZ stuff too. Be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna try and get that one uploaded to the channel too. Or was that a live stream? Did I live stream that? If I live streamed it, then just go check out the live, the live thing on that. But yeah. Likes and subscribes and shares and follows and everything is muchly appreciated. And yeah, well, that's gonna wrap it up. Be on the lookout for part 2. Again, we'll leave it on the cliffhanger of Final Fantasy stuff. We'll come back and talk about all that stuff because that's gonna be, we can go for an hour on that stuff too. But yeah, that's gonna do it. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by, and as always, I will see ya next time.